very well used in the last game.
Yeah.
I think that it was Perrysburg actually that won with the Kindred in
They won on the Kindred? Okay.
with the Kale game, I think it was.
Yeah, actually. I remember that. That was literally that really long one earlier, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was so long that my brain is
It's too much. That's all right. The next two bans, it looks like the Cho'Gath being banned and the Hecarim also going to be banned.
Two
So
junglers on the side of Perrysburg.
yeah, all 4 jungler bans, well, except for the Cho'Gath, I guess. But yeah, a lot of focus here into the jungle. Pickerington going to lock in their final ban, which is going to be that Soraka.
Yeah.
And the Soraka must be some prep that we haven't heard about because we've seen that ban come through like almost every game.
Yeah.
I know it's a really strong champ in the patch, but for them to be banning it every single time.
Yeah, and it looks like the last one will be that Gragas ban. Of course, we expected that considering that is Trey Dog's main champion. So wonder what Pickerington's going to try to prio here. What lane they're going to pick. Of course, we're probably expecting standard jungle bot 80 or bot lane. So we're going to get a Lee Sin this game.
This is the first Lee Sin so far, right?
Yep, we're getting a Lee Sin this game. I'm excited.
And then now we'll get the Wukong. Finally.
Nope. We're getting a Swain.
Swain is a really strong pick right now,
Swain's
actually.
a very good pick right now. Of course, he can be flexed either mid or support too.
You can play him literally in
and
all four
Seraphine
lanes.
can do the same, it being support, ADC, or even mid lane.
Yeah, you can play Swain in all 4 lanes. You can play Seraphine in 3 lanes, or 3 roles.
Yeah, it's a lot of flexibility coming out from Perrysburg right now, which I like a lot. You know, it always keeps the other team guessing on who they're going up against and stuff like that. So I think having that flex pick, having multiple players being able to play one specific champion as well, brings a lot of diversity to a team.
And I always like the Seraphine pick for those. If you know that the game is going to go late, you always have that insurance of the Seraphine. It's just such a strong pick.
Yeah, and it looks like we're getting a
Lucian,
pretty
too.
aggressive bot lane, too, with the Lucian Thresh. You know, it's really nice that, you know, they're both pretty aggressive. They both have very good engages, of course.
You have the Thresh level 2, Flash, Flay into Hook. Lucian level 2 is very strong.
Yep, and it looks like for the final pick for Perrysburg is going to be the Aphelios, so
I really don't like the
I'm going to
Aphelios here,
assume
actually.
Swain is probably going to go mid with the Seraphine in the support role, and then the Aphelios in the ADC.
I really do not like the Aphelios because what we were talking about, the level 2, he's just not a champion, right?
Oh,
like,
he's not a champion. You know, he was the joke of, what, 2,000 years or something like that?
200 years.
200
1,000
years.
years, yeah.
But, yeah, by the time you're level 2, you're still going to have Severum and whatever the green gun is. I don't remember what it's called. So you're not going to be very strong at all unless you're spamming out your green gun Q, but doing that is not worthwhile.
Yeah, and it looks like the last couple of bands coming in through, we're going to see a Vladimir band and a Zeri band as well.
Yeah, I've been talking about Zeri being really good the entire time, probably the best AD carry now, but why would you ban Zeri when Lucian is pretty clearly going to go in the bot lane with the
It could be a
Thresh?
Lucian mid, too. You know, Lucian
I don't see it.
is
Or it
not
could be
the
a
best in the
Zeri
mid, but...
The AP Zeri build has been getting some traction.
Really? I didn't know about that.
All right, and
Because they
it
made
looks
it to where her W can crit.
Oh, yeah. No, I
100%
actually have seen that. I
time.
have seen that, yeah. It'll do, like, a disgusking amount of damage because it does
basically
150%.
it's like AP Kaisa, but like more disgusting because it's Zeri.
yeah, so
Oh, yeah, it is AoE, too.
looks like we're wrapping up the bands with a Victor in that mid lane, and it looks like Perrysburg's going to opt in to grab their jungler, being that Lilia. So a lot of AP so far coming out from Perrysburg.
Yeah.
With 3 of the champions doing that.
Generally speaking, AP is harder to itemize against. You know, the best MR items like Maw, and Maw's not too great on something like Lucian or Orianna.
There's a lot of armor items. There's not a lot of MR items. Strictly MR. You got like Force of Nature and Spirit Visage and Mercs. And that's it.
Spirit
but
Visage
you don't
is-
want to go all 3.
Yeah,
it's so
you
expensive.
don't. Because, like, you can stack armor pretty effectively, you know what I mean? You get Tabby, you get Death's Dance, or a Frozen Heart or anything like that, and it's pretty simple.
Yeah, and it does look like we're going to wrap up Pickerington's team comp with an Ornn.
Oh, yeah.
So they're looking to team fight. They want nothing to do but team fight.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this on stream, but I know I was talking to you about how that's what you did against, like, Summit, right? And Pro Play, you would pick Ornn, you would ban Gwen, he literally can't play the game.
Yeah, and it does look like we're going to probably get that Graves in the top lane is what I'm going to guess going into that Ornn.
I really hope it's the Lilia, actually, because Graves is not going to be doing too well against the Ornn top lane.
If it is a Lilia top lane, I'll be very happy. Because
Yeah.
I love Lilia top lane, and she does insanely well into tanks.
Yeah, it's
Incredibly
pretty
well into
gross. I mean, honestly, aside from the Aphelios, all these champions can go in like 2 or 3 roles.
Yeah.
So
What is interesting to see, though, is I feel like we're kind of seeing a flip in like team strategy here. So last game, of course, we saw Pickerington play that in and out, weaving in and out team comp, and now we see them. They want to be up close. They want to brawl. They want a team fight. And then Perrysburg, yeah, they're looking to weave in and out abilities, of course, over the Swain and the Seraphine and the Lilia and the Aphelios. They're looking to just try to poke down, put some damage out, but not try to get, caught.
And Aphelios works great in those type of team comps that want to go in on him because of him being able to put down his turret gun and just chill in the back line and try his best to run around all the people that are coming at him while they're just running into all of his barrage of abilities. And his ultimate is also very short range, so whenever people are coming in at him, it's much easier for him to land his ultimate.
Yeah, I agree completely.
yeah, and then like you're saying, Aphelios is really good when people are coming at him, especially once he gets a larger amount of AD later in the game and he uses the Severum ult. He's just going to heal his whole health bar back. So you have to be able to take him out right away, which they should maybe be able to. Lee Sin, Orianna, ball carry right on top of him, but you never know. Seraphine might give him a 3,000 HP shield.
Yeah, but as of now, I'm seeing a lot of, there is team fight potential for both teams, of course, but it's one of those things where it's like, if Seraphine lands that big ult, they're going to sweep the team. I feel like, the amount of damage that Swain can burst down, and the amount of damage Aphelios can put out late game, and Lilia can, of course, run in and out with Qs and her Es and her Ws. So, of course, there is a good amount of mobility on the other side of the map with, of course, the Thresh Lantern, and Lucian can dash, and Orianna can give movement speed, and Lee Sin can go just about anywhere he wants. So I'm curious to see how effective these Seraphine ults are going to be in this game.
I think it's actually interesting to talk about the sort of range profile that Perrysburg has. Graves, he's pretty short range. He's got a little bit of range, Lilia, pretty short range. Swain has a little bit more range, but not very much. Same with Aphelios. So that makes it easier, actually, to hit those Seraphine ults, right? You're pushing it through your own team, which amplifies its range every time, and then you could hit Lucian 3 screens away from you,
Yeah.
Orianna 3 screens away from you. And then you have the Lee Sin, the Ornn, who are going to be right in front of you, and the Thresh, who's probably going to be on top of you. You get all that extra range, so it's going to be very hard to miss if they're far away. Obviously, they can sidestep it or whatever, but...
So is there anything different, Chris, that you're looking for Perrysburg to fix coming into this possible last game?
I think that this game is going to be a lot easier for them than last game, because last game they were trying to be the hard engage into a team that has so much sustain and their entire identity is to peel. Whereas I think now that, like we were saying earlier, the roles have kind of swapped, where Pickerington is the team that has to execute that hard engage flawlessly, or else the Lilia is going to be sleeping you on the middle of your engage. Swain is going to be popping his ult while you're engaging and just burning you down over time. Seraphine's going to be hitting the ultimate on you as you engage and charming your entire team. It's going to be a lot easier for them to execute these team fights.
All right, well, we're a couple more seconds into getting this game. Again, I'm curious now to see that we have a Thresh. Possible level 1?
Possible.
Probably not, but with a Thresh, with a hook engage support, there is that small possibility of...
A dream is the spark of greatness, but it's nothing without drive. Introducing the all-new Honda HR-V. Honda, the power of dreams.
The level 1, which, of course, I'd like to see a lot of follow-up, too, with the Lee Sin and the Orianna and the Lucian and stuff like that. So a lot of follow-up if Thresh can land that hook.
Actually, it works the same way around with the Swain. Swain does have hook as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll start it level 1. It's really bad for lane to start Swainy level 1 versus the Q. But yeah, you know it's a hook. You can throw it out. Seraphine, if she starts her E and Swain misses it, it still roots because it slows, right? If I'm not crazy. Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be all going mid. So we might be looking at an invade here. Nobody went mid on the side of Perrysburg, so nobody spotted it out.
There's the
Perfect. Here we go. There we go.
Yes,
There's
the flay.
The flay. That is unfortunate. Swain gets a pretty big E, too.
That's a lot of souls going over to Swain early.
Yeah. The E. How many
But
did he get?
they did,
them, right?
They did
got
unfortunately have to, or Swain did unfortunately have to blow that flash. But yeah, the flay coming through. Not the worst, but I feel like, you know, Glacial Augment on the Thresh instead, Swain might die.
Yeah. Starting the flay is definitely safer, you know, for like the counter engage as well, because if they had stacked 5 in the bush, you know, flay hits 5, Q only hits 1.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying, if he had the Glacial Augment, it would have been pretty guaranteed, I feel. You know, Lee Sin would have been able to hit that Q more reliably. But, and I don't know, it's kind of like a hindsight.
Yeah, I agree. But it does look like that. So for this game, we're only going to be seeing 2 teleports this time. Only the top laners opting in to take that TP. So we're probably not going to be seeing a lot of the cross the map plays and stuff like that. So yeah, Orianna and Swain both opting in to go for the Ignite. And the Lucian and the Aethelus going in for that heal.
I didn't realize that Trey Dog was the Orianna of this game.
Yeah, Trey Dog is actually in the mid lane with the Orianna.
Yeah.
They did a little bit of a lane swap here. We got Trey Dog and the Orianna and Cannon Fire up there on that Ornn.
I mean, he performed pretty well on the Vladimir, so he can play mages pretty well, you know. So I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, we haven't seen Trey Dog play another role just in any of the games so far. So it's cool to kind of see him on another artillery mage and play in the mid lane. Red's gonna go. He's gonna land the hook. The flay's gonna come back. Aphelios is just only gonna use heal.
I could be wrong, but is the name of the ADC also different this game?
No, that actually they did swap in the second game that we casted. That's when they changed the AD carry. Maybe this game as well. I'm not too sure.
No, they did.
They didn't. Okay.
Trey Dog probably gonna get first blooded here. Unless he can, he's not dead. He actually gets away with no HP. And Lee Sin going to pick up the solo kill, and Thresh is going to pick up a kill in the bot lane.
Dude.
What a solo kill for the invade for the Lee Sin.
Super Baby was already too low from taking the red buff and didn't use the smite.
Oh, Lee Sin going over is not going to be able to pick up the kill, and he's going to live. Oh, it's an execute.
He executes.
It's an execute. You know, well played.
If he can't die, if his laner won't kill him, he'll do it himself. You know.
Thresh landing another good hook. Ooh, wow. 3-0 already up for Pickerington.
Chaotic Wars lives because of the Triumph heal, but Trey Dog dies by going back, so he gives Chaotic that W to get out.
Hey, I mean, execute's an execute.
Yeah.
No goal for the enemy team.
That was so well played. Lucian going to get rooted. Seraphine a little over aggressive. He's going to get kind of low.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting here, you know, the whole idea of like Seraphine in the bot lane, right? She scales incredibly well with no gold at all, right?
Yeah.
You scale as well as you can hit skill shots on that champion, it feels like. So as long as she gets to her level 6, she's full build. You know, she has enough mana to spam out her abilities with Tear or Bandleglass Mirror, you know, get that bonus mana regen, and then she's full build from that point on.
Yeah, a lot of trading going on in this mid lane. A lot of trading, and it's fun to see. You know, I love that these players are so comfortable in their champions that they're playing to this aggressive state. And they have the confidence to just walk up and, you know, face tank a lot of these abilities.
Trey Dog's just very confident on knowing where the jungler's at, knowing what his limits are in the lane, and he's pushing them to the highest possibility.
Okay. All right. We're going to get a quick transition real quick because they have to fix something into the game. But we'll try to keep you updated if anything's happening. Right now, there's a lot of laners resetting. The first dragon has just spawned. It is the Infernal. And Trey Dog's about to get 1v1'd right now. He's dodging all the abilities that he can. The flash is going to go down, and Lilia is going to pick up the kill. Both flash used by the Lilia, the flash used by the Orianna, and Trey Dog will go down to that.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, though, the Lilia flash is much more valuable, right? By the time Lilia hits level 6, if she's able to flash Q 2-3 people, get that ult off, you know, it's much more valuable than Orianna's flash because you want to be safer, right, Zorana? Your positioning matters a lot more than on the Lilia. It's a little nitpicky personally for me, you know, to talk about it, but it is important in the long run because we might see it right when Super Baby hits level 6.
Yeah, as of right now, there's a little bit of a gold lead, of course, with Pickerington being up 2 kills at the moment. Ooh. Thresh landing another good hook, and Seraphine's going to get bursted.
A max range Thresh hook onto the Seraphine.
This Thresh, I don't think it's missed yet.
They just don't stack stuff there.
Thresh landing a lot of good hooks this game, really trying to get his ADC ahead, trying to get his team ahead in a lot of these kills. As of right now, Philios kind of overstaying. Flay will come through. Thresh is going to almost get this hook, and Trey Dog seems to be in a bad situation. Shockwave going to come through, though.
Seraphine's here, though.
Orianna's dodging everything. They have secured and rescued their mid laner.
Swain's on the way.
And now there's a 3v4, almost a 4v4 in this bot lane.
The Lee Sin's on his way as well. I think it's
Blast going to Thresh, landed another hook onto the Swain, and he's going to get bursted down by the Lee Sin.
And the kick.
Oh, the kick's coming back too. Aphelios is probably going to go down. The Lee Sin is going to get out alive. And he lands another hook with the double play. And Lee Sin's going to go in and get a kill.
I mean, if your name is Shade Warded 407, I hope you're landing all these hooks. Let's be real here.
This Thresh is something else.
He's going to miss this one.
Oh!
It doesn't matter. He just
the flash Anna for the kill. Oh my gosh. Yo, this Thresh low-key built different. Just a little.
He built like a brick house.
I mean, yeah, like I said, if your name is Chain Warden 407, I hope you're doing this well.
He's doing something right. Ornn gonna whiff that ult. So we are 8 minutes in, and we got Pickerington securing 8 kills.
10 kills at 8 minutes. How about that?
We got a skirmish going on, and there's probably going to be another one here soon. Of course, all objectives are up currently. The Rift Herald is up. The first Drake is still alive too. So we're probably going to be seeing a little more skirmishing here going on soon.
You know, this is a little bit of the power of the Swain pick, I feel. You can't see anything on the objectives. They have no vision at all. So Swain throws down his W. If he hits anyone, obviously he's going to reveal vision of them for, I think it's 5 seconds.
Yeah, they're trying to run down the Swain while you're trying to hype him up. Lee Sin's going to land that Q. Shockwave's going to come through. The Swain ult is going to get used, and he's still going to go down.
Okay, well, that defeats the purpose of the Swain pick. You want to find the people and not get found.
I think that is the first recorded missed hook.
No, we didn't see it.
Why'd they pan to him? Come on.
Yeah.
9 minutes in, and Thresh misses the first one.
Gotta kill a minute here. So crazy.
Ooh, wow.
Swain might have had a better chance at 1v2ing that, but with the Orianna Ignite, it just makes it impossible. His ult doesn't heal anything.
Yeah, it does look like Pickerington is going to be able to secure this first dragon for themselves. It is that Infernal, so they're going to get a little bit of a damage buff, which is nice. You know, being 7 kills down, they're only 2.5K gold behind. You know, top lane keeping that CS lead, and the mid lane also keeping the CS lead as well, even though it doesn't matter too much with the kills being on Orianna.
Yeah, it does look like he's trying to go towards the Leandries on the Swain instead of picking up the Imperial Mandate, which I see a lot of pro players going. I feel like it's it's fine. Don't get me wrong, but if Lilia is going Leandries as well, it loses so much value in these fights. So the overlap is really not worth it.
I love seeing Trey Dog go the Dorns or the
Dark Seal.
the Dark Seal every single game. No matter what, he will always build that Magize.
It is already racked up too, sitting at 6 stacks on it. We are seeing some presence top lane. Trey Dog is rotating up, but so is the Lilia. So we're going to be seeing probably a 2v2 skirmish up here. This Rift Herald is active. Lee Sin is just not coming out of base. So they're just going to call it a mutual agreement and walk back to their respective lanes.
Thresh isn't here. If they were to go on the Lucian, he's back now. But he's in a pretty dangerous spot there. You know, Seraphine has ult, Philios has ult.
Yeah, nice little knockup coming through.
There's a lot of damage coming on that Ornn.
Yeah. That Graves looks like he's going to opt in going for that Eclipse, it looks like. Speaking of which, Lee Sin finishing up his Mythic already with that Gore Drinker. Swain going to ult in.
Oh,
Ornn just got the recall off, and Lee Sin's going to be able to pick up this kill on the top side. And it looks like Trey Dog's going to be able to get the 1v1 off onto the Swain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ornn was actually low enough to just straight up die to the Graves ult if he had just thrown it out.
Yeah. But Flash coming through for the Lilia, having to dodge that Thresh hook.
Yeah.
It's in their heads. They don't even want to try to attempt sidestepping it. I'm just going to flash.
I got to go for the flash at this point. Trey Dog trying to get this wave shoved in, and he is very low on HP and mana, but they might try to go for this tower dive. Lee Sin's kind of looking for it, and he's going to go for it. He is going to miss the Q.
He just throws it in a straight line. They walk in, man.
Wow. Thresh landing that flay, getting him in a good spot. And they were able to secure that tower dive with no problem, and Trey Dog picking up that kill.
Yeah, the no mix-up.
Wow, we are seeing, I mean, Pickerington is doing something. They're putting out a kill a minute right now. Yeah. This is unbelievable. Thresh laying another hook. Oh, it's going to get charmed up, though. The flash is going to come through.
Whoa. The Infernum did, like, 0 damage there.
Lucian having to use both summoners to get himself out alive, and Thresh having to use his flash as well. Philios only wasting his.
Now we see Trey Dog complete the Magize.
Yeah, got the 10 stacks on it already.
Iker now has the Eclipse, finished his Mythic.
Whoa.
Yep, and we are starting to see some more mythics come through. We are seeing Illusion pick up that kill for some 1v1 fighting going on to the top lane. I think it's so baller as well that Trey Dog is opting in to go for a stacking Magize rather than his mythic too.
This is what we like to call investing.
It's working out so far. Is working out, but now he seems to be like in a little bit of trouble as there are 3 members in this mid lane. Trey Dog dodging everything. Shockwave coming through. Thresh is here. He's going to land the hook onto the Seraphine, and that's going to be a kill picked up by Chain Warden.
He's got an aim by.
Oh
I
my
don't
Lord.
know what it is.
A lot more damage being put onto that Swain, and they're going to come out with another kill, keeping that 1 kill per minute so far.
Yeah. So this game is in a very rough spot from the side of Perrysburg. It's not unwinnable. You always have the 5-man Aphelios Infernal. It's always there. It's always on the table. And it will always one-shot all 4 members on Pickering. So.
Yeah, I agree. And, of course, we are hitting that almost 15-minute mark. Pickerington is up just under 5K gold. We are seeing the second Drake spawn in. It is going to be that mountain. And we never did see a Rift Herald go down. I don't think a Rift Herald's been picked up this game yet.
No, it couldn't have been, actually, because it's still 14 minutes, or just hit 14 minutes, so if it hadn't died before, yeah.
This game just has so many kills that we forget the time.
Yeah, forget the time. And speaking of that now...
pan away.
Playing with fire. Either way, objective bounties are just now coming through for the side of Perrysburg. Hopefully it'll help them out a little bit. Hopefully that gives them more incentive to try to pick up that Rift Herald, try to pick up that Mountain Drake. But it looks like Pickerington is going to be able to get that Dragon, and Lilia's going to try to pick up that Rift Herald.
Aphelios does have Crescendum and Severum right now if they want to go on the Lucian. Those are very, very high DPS guns put together. Thresh is there. They may possibly be able to win the 2v2.
Lee Sin back mid lane is going to try to go in. The Swain flash going to be forced. He's going to get the kickback. Swain ulting, and they're going to burst him down with the shockwave. And there's some more fighting going down to the bot lane. Seraphine getting dangerously low. The Lucian going to finish him off. The Aphelios now in a bad spot. Even with the Immortal Shield Bow, he's going to go down. Lucian's going to pick up a double kill.
Yeah, Seraphine tried using her ult there,
and now we got some more fighting going on onto the top lane. Graves in a pretty bad spot now. He's going to try to burst down Trey Dog. It's not going to work out as Orange probably going to finish off that kill. They're going to pick up the kill onto the Lilia as well. Yeah. And that is an across-the-map team ace.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the Seraphine did try to use her ult there last second. You could even see the animation of the startup, but just died right before it could even come out. Is he dancing in front of the tower?
Well, I mean, having 18 kills in 16 minutes is quite an impressive performance right now by Pickerington.
Yeah. They've now surpassed the kill per minute. They're going beyond.
Yeah, it is nothing but aggression. I mean, they picked an aggressive team comp, and they are fulfilling it, being aggressive as they are.
Right now, if you are the Aphelios right now, you want to get off these guns. Calirum is fine by any means, but like paired with Graviton is really bad. Graviton is pretty much only that great when you're using it for the ult as well. It has a lot of, it's basically a Verisol, you know. He has he's 5 champions in one, 200 years.
Yeah,
but
Thresh coming in, he's hunting for that hook, but that Swaney is going to land. Lantern's going to come through, and he's going to be able to save Trey Dog. They are going to try to run him down. He's going to flash him the wall and use the ult. He's going to snipe him. Now they're trying to run down this Thresh. Lee Sin is here, though. He's going to throw a Q over. It is going to hit that Graves.
Seraphine still has her ult.
Lucian is here as well. They're going to go over. Big coming down. Seraphine only going to be able to hit the Thresh. They're going to pick up the kill onto the Seraphine. And now Perrysburg is running for their lives. A double kill coming through. Thresh getting dangerously low. He's going to land another hook. Lilia flashing and using the Q, pick up the kill onto the Thresh. Lucian with that triple kill is going to be able to pick up, not the Quadra. The Aphelios coming through as well. Trying to run him down. He's going to be able to hit him with the ult. He's going to live.
He used the wrong ultimate. If he had used
Lee Sin going back in, and Aphelios is going to be able to pick up that shutdown.
Okay, well, I was going to say, if he had used the Graviton ult, the slow from the ult would have been let him get in range to hit him with an auto, which would have done more damage from the Infernum, because it does 110% AD.
Yeah.
But he just goes back in anyway, so it doesn't matter. And like I was saying before, he wanted to get rid of the Calibrum and the Graviton because he couldn't do anything in that fight. You saw he threw 1 Q over the wall with the Calibrum, and that was really all he could do with the green gun, so we had to get rid of it as fast as possible.
Yeah, we are seeing a bit of the gold lead kind of mitigated. There are still objective bounties, but they did pick up 3 shutdowns on the Lee Sin, on the Orianna, and on that Thresh.
Yeah, it definitely helps. And even though that it's 22-6 and it's a big kill difference, if you're looking at the gold, they're not really that far behind. They're only about
just about 6K.
They're about 6K behind. It's not the end of the world for them.
Yeah, for the kill count, you'd think it would be a lot more.
Yeah, and of course, now we're hitting that stage in the game now. We're just under 20 minutes. Baron's going to be spawning here soon. All the mythics for every team member is coming through. They are trying to run down this Ornn. He's going to try to use his ult. He's going to be able to land it onto the... He's going to be able to pick up a kill on the Lilia.
Ooh,
she's got the
not.
Zonia's. Graves trying to run him down. He's unstoppable. Lilia trying to run for his life. Ornn getting a nice knockup. Shockwave missing. Graves going to be able to snipe him with his ulti. Lee Sin going over, picking up the kill onto the Lilia, and Oria's going to be able to secure that kill onto the Graves.
Yeah, I'm really not liking the Lord Dominic's second item here from Ikor. Like, yeah, it lets him damage the Ornn more, but this is what I was saying before.
They're hunting now. The flash of the master coming down onto that Seraphine. Aphelios on the other side of the brush. A 2-man Seraphine mode is going to land, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, the master mode is really funny. But as I was saying, he can't damage Trey Dog there. If he had a collector, if he had a bloodthirst or any damage item, he would have been able to possibly threaten to kill Trey Dog there instead of the Lord Dominic. Yeah, it lets him do more damage to the Ornn. Sure, they might not have even been in the situation for him to get into that if he didn't have it. Yeah, but you also have to think that like the Bloodthirster lets him trade just as well into the Ornn because he doesn't have a Bramble-Vest or Thornmail, so it's not... It's better for the team fight than just the Ornn and it probably would have let him get that kill. Surprisingly, Trey Dog doesn't have a shutdown, actually.
Oh, well, we are getting to that 20-minute mark, so Baron is now spawned. Trey Dog opting to not reset just yet, as there are 4 members on the top side of the map. And of course, since Trey Dog knows that information, they're going to be able to probably pick off this Graves and pick up that Dragon. That leads in. He's going to hit the blind Q!
He just walked into it!
Graves is lucky. He's going to be able to get out of that alive, but the blind hook coming in from the Thresh was kind of nuts.
Just walked
Warren
in.
coming in with that knockup. Warren's going to try to stall the most he can because his team is on that Dragon. Only getting a one-man knockup, but he's too tanky right now. He's not taking as much damage as they were probably hoping for.
Yeah.
And Felios opting in for the shield bow instead of the Kraken Slayer this game.
Yeah.
Might
Lee Sin Q did land.
Damage.
Thresh is hunting for a hook, and he's barely going to miss that Graves.
They're just walking into it. Like, you see that?
We are getting to that point, too. Ornn now hitting level 13. So here soon, we're going to see a lot more ornaments come through. Probably going to either go for the... I mean, he can go for anything, and Trey Dog's just going to be able to burst the Seraphine down.
He's probably going to upgrade Trey Dog.
Shockwave coming through. He's going to pick up a double kill.
Yeah, upgrade the Loot Tempest there.
Trey Dog's just making it look easy.
Yeah.
How did that one miss?
They're trying to hunt him down. Trey Dog relatively low, so Graves does have the ult.
Yeah.
But I think he's just a little out of range. Is not going to reach him. Looks like we're going to get a full team reset here again. Baron is up. Objective bounties are up as well. So they got to start hunting for some of these objective bounties if they want to come back into this game.
I'm so happy that the Lucian did not build Collector second. I don't know why people do it. It just feels really wrong, especially because Lucian can proc those Spellblade procs very efficiently, and he is pretty mana hungry.
Yeah.
It just feels very weird whenever I see the Collector second on Lucian.
Yeah, either way, we're seeing a lot of pings down on your mini-map. They're looking for this Baron. Of course, Trey Dog now having a full stack Mejai, too, is going to be able to put down a lot of damage. TP coming in for the orange, probably going to try to do his best to zone if he can. Now, Graves is on the bottom of the map. He does have TP. Aphelios is nearby. I think they're just going to have to give this Baron up. They can't really contest this.
Yeah.
Felios playing with death there, walking into no vision with a Thresh, who's been nailing all these hooks.
Yeah, and now they got the Baron. They are looking to push down this mid lane at the moment. Thresh hunting for a hook at the moment. He's going to get rooted. Hasn't gone fishing just yet, but I guarantee he's going to throw out a hook here in just a second. We're going to see a team fight break out. Thresh hook going in is going to land.
Seraphine hits one.
Huge Ornn ult coming through. Seraphine is going to get shut down. Thresh ult is coming out. Swain ult is also out. A lot of team in the back line. Massive shockwave from T-Dog.
Shockwave.
And it's going to be an entire team ace.
Yeah. They don't have too much of a minion wave. Oh,
Lee Sin is going to drop to the last tower. But they got Baron buff. They're just going to try to look to close this game.
I don't think they're going to be able to close to end this game. The wave is not too big. Their next wave is all the way down there by their tier 1.
Yeah, they also, I mean, they can also just get a turret, take that Hex Gate, and dip out if they absolutely need to. Seraphine, the only one up, but she doesn't even have ulti yet.
Yeah, like I was saying.
Take the Hex Gate out, reset, take the jungle on the way out. That way that Super Baby gets a little bit less gold.
An absolute performance right now. Pickerington is up 12K gold. They have more than a kill a minute, being up by, what is that, 24 kills?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's something else. I mean, I guarantee when Trey Dog backs, he'll probably have a full item, an ornament coming out. It is going to go on to the Gale Force, and there is also one on that Ludens as well. So the next one we're looking at is probably going to go on to Lee Sin's Core Drinker.
Yeah, it's a 12K gold lead is what it's looking like. That's like 4 items, you know?
Yeah.
I think that the Orianna is just going from wave to wave, from camp to camp, saying, give me this, give me this. I think that Trey Dog is almost close
Graves
to
going through. The
Oh,
Flash is
my.
going to dodge it, and he's going to get out alive.
He missed the ult, but I think, yeah, Trey Dog flashed the Graves ult. We didn't get to see it because the camera shifted really rapidly.
Wow, the great reaction speed from Trey Dog there, being able to save his own life.
I'm just saying, if he had a collector there,
I bet the Trey Dog's a little bit bummed that he was able to get both of the rods for the death cap, but not able to get the combined
Yeah,
cost.
probably-
He wanted that one last wave.
Yeah, just short of picking up that death cap. But we are probably going to see another team fight here very, very shortly. We are going to see the Soul come up. Orn kind of overextended, of course. He is a little way too tanky. We do have the Thresh. He's actually just going to try to 1v1 this Swain. Trey
not
Dog
taking any
nowhere
damage.
near this team fight as he is sitting in base. Seraphine ult is going to come out, and she's still going to drop to the Lucian. Orn is just 1v2ing
He's waiting.
right now.
Yeah,
He's
stop
flashing
taking-
on top of the Swain.
The Graves
He
is
is
here now.
unfortunately going to fall.
Trey Dog was waiting in base for the goal for the death cap.
Yes, he was. Priorities.
Yeah, it's priorities.
Priorities. Of course, he now has this death cap for this Soul, and they're going to be able to get it uncontested.
Yeah, even though the cannon fire didn't kill anybody, he was able to create enough space and deal enough damage to push them away, so they got the Soul uncontested.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the items he's at and he on top of getting Hextech Soul, if he just QW ult, he will kill Lilia, Seraphine, and Aphelios all in one.
Yeah, the shockwave damage that if T-Dog can land a massive shockwave, I mean, he might be able to just completely obliterate the health bars of Perrysburg. TP coming in from the Orn. They're going to be looking to try to end it right here. Not a huge wave, but it is going to be a 5v5. Thresh probably going to be looking for this hook here. Nothing too sandstone yet, just yet. Thresh hook is going to go wide. Orn ult is going to come out. Is going to pick up 2 on a knockup. They're going to be able to almost burst down this Seraphine. She's still managing to stay alive. Swain ult is being put out. Massive Aphelios ult, bringing them all pretty low.
Where's the Seraphine ult?
Lee Sin going into the backline is going to be able to kill the Graves. And Lilia dropping as well. Out of nowhere, Trey Dogs are going to pick up a double kill. And Lee Sin's going to pick up a double kill as well.
If we rewind about 10 or so seconds, there was a perfect 5-man Seraphine ult that would have been up at the same time as the Infernum Aphelios ult, and he didn't throw it out.
Yeah, Swain trying to put down as much damage as he can. He's got to fight for his team right now, and he's going to fall, and that is going to be do it. Pickerington is going to take a clean 2-0 sweep in dominant fashion in game number 2, being 38-9 and up 13K gold. And that's going to do it for us.
It's, 5 or 3.
Best of 3.
Yeah.
Best of 3. All right, that's going to do it for us. That is going to be Pickerington are your guys' champions here.
Yeah.
All right. We're done with League for the day. That was the last match. That was the championship game, so that'll do it for us here. And Rocket League will be up next on the big screen.